Hello, Miriam Freer, NU UK. I thought I would just chat a little bit about our windows zone and also a little bit about where the crossover comes with our living zone, because this is a question that often comes up from folk. And so let's start off with this one. So this is our beautiful combi wiper. I have to say, it is something I would just not be without. And I'm just going to talk a little bit about its versatility today and how we can get the most out of it. It's not just for external windows, although often that's where we tend to use it. I can use this as well inside, so I would use it on mirrors inside, mirrored wardrobes, things like that. If you use it in the bathroom, remember you would need to change this sleeve to a white one, because the white ones are the ones that pick up all the limescale and the calcium, and this is for, well, just general like little greasy fingers, lick marks. Why do kids do that? Mine do. And on glass, and sticky fingers and dog noses and all that sort of stuff. And then it's great for this one for internal and external. All right, if I'm inside, it's not that dirty. I know we're outside now, but I'm just going to illustrate. So I've just got my pump bottle here. If I'm inside, then I can actually use the fibre and the blade on the same side, and what it will do is wash and dry at the same time, because there's not a lot of build-up. Usually by the time I'm outside, it's a little bit dirtier. And so if you push this button here, all right, you can pull it out and turn it round, and what that does is it just enables me to give the window a better clean, because I usually have to move the fibre around a little bit by that stage, and it enables me to do that. Okay, so just means that I can get a little bit of more detailed and directional cleaning with it. You'll see that I have this enjofil, and let's talk about the difference between these. People say, oh, I've got two blue enjofils, I don't know which one to use. So if you have a look at this one, you can see it's very flat and shiny. That's our living enjofil. So I would be using that on things like even those glass doors just on their own. Use it a little bit damp. It's the thing that I would dry behind after my living glove. All right, if I was maybe doing a mirror inside, because it's a tighter finish, so it dries more quickly, and it always dries with that smear free. Okay, so that's my living enjofil. And then my windows enjofil, can you see the texture of that? It's looser. What that means is it has a greater absorbency, so I'll be able to get around all my house with this one, whereas this is going to get really wet very quickly. In fact, I'll illustrate that to you, and you can see the difference between the two. Okay, this is going to be the cleanest window in the house, hey? Right, so if I do a little bit here, all right, and you would flip over and you dry the blade in between, all right. Now you can see I've only got like a tiny little wet mark there, that's all. Right? If I do the same with my living enjofil, right. Even though I've only done the same window, right, can you see already it's much wetter? So you can imagine by the time you're around the outside of the house, this is going to be saturated. But it's great for that quick clean inside. And if I've done things like my windows inside and then just somebody's put one finger mark on, I don't necessarily have to get out the fibre. I can just use the living enjofil to go over it. Okay, so that's the first thing. This glove, living glove, really useful one, the one that I would use for spot cleaning windows inside, and I'd use on skirting boards and all sorts of things, but it's exactly the same fibre as my combi wiper. So I could do all of my windows with that. It's just about timing. This one, I just find, obviously, it's just going to be quicker because that's the nature of the tool, that it does a lot of the work for me. This one's not deficient. This is just about speed. Okay. So what about those bits that I can't reach? So you can see I've got a fan light up the top. There's no way that I can reach all the way up there. So there's a couple of things that I can do with my combi wiper that makes it really special. All right, so if you have a look at here, you can see there's a little D clip or E clip, whichever way you want to do it. Right, you just push either side of it and that comes out. Don't lose it, although if you do, you can buy a spare. And I just put my little end there, and then this is our flexi fibre. You may have a long one with a dust fibre on or a shorter one, and if I take that off, then initially I can extend the handle by just putting those two together. I mean, perfect, because actually for most of my windows, apart from this one which has got the biggest drop outside, I can actually reach up the top by doing it that way. And if you've got a mirrored wardrobe, then you may find that you can reach up to the top just by putting those two together. Obviously you put the clip back through to secure it. Okay, so that's number one. I also, you know that all of Enjo's tools are interchangeable. So I can put this on the end of my floor system. You probably always wondered what that little hole there was for. It's so that you can clip it through. Now that's great because I can reach up high, but when I get down here, right, I've already hit the ground, and so then what happens is my combi wiper blade starts going judders down. So Enjo, solution solvers that they are, came up with this amazing little gadget, and this gadget is called a twister. £16, and I love it because you can see it just fits on there, and then I put my clip through. All right, so now that's secured on the top of my twister. My floor pole goes in the bottom. All right, and now I can change the angle. So that's super because, here we go, nothing like cleaning your window twice. All right, now I can reach up to the top, all right, and then all I need to do is twist the angle of that, and it means now that I can come down the bottom where I would have hit onto the ground, all right, and I can get the full stretch of the window. Okay, so that's my husband doing some drilling. Apologies for that. Right, and then all I need is the enjofil to finish off. So this is a really great tool if you have and you are extending your combi wiper at the moment. You may find that this is just the thing you need to enable you to get down to the bottom, and it will enable you to do all of that. Okay, so the last little thing to say about your combi wiper, because people say, oh, what's the difference between the two sizes? Which size do I need? This is 28 centimetres. It's the most common one that we sell. However, if you want 16 centimetres, you'll see there's two little arrows here and a little button that says push here. All right, so if I take these off, so I've got my finger with something else in as well. All right. Oh, put your E-clip in your mouth. Right, so this one here now is 16 centimetres. Gonna say Miriam. Right, and so what you can do is just buy a fibre that fits on that size, and by taking this out, it means that you can also get the aluminium channel for the two. So if you have a lot of tiny glass panes or a really small section of your shower, then you may find that that's perfect for you. But as I said, most people need the 28 centimetres, and that works just brilliantly for them. Okay, so a bit of an overview of our combi wiper and what it does and what you can use it for. But I think it is one of the most helpful bits of kit that we have. And hopefully by just knowing that you can swap the blade backwards and forwards to give you that internal and external ability to clean, and also if you're coming down the side of handles, if you flip this up, you can move the blade along, and that means that you can come down the side of something without hitting your hand. So just get into grips with using it. Don't just need to use it one way, and hopefully you'll end up with a beautiful clean window. Okay, cheers, thanks.